Yes, hello everybody. My name's Robin. I'm currently studying at the University of Southern Queensland in Australia. I'm undertaking my Bachelor of Education. The purpose of me being here today on this YouTube clip is to introduce you as a student of ICT into the value of ICT as an educator into the early years classroom. Very soon I'll be going out on practicum. I'm going to be working with a group of kindergarten children, and I need to learn the skills as part of my study on how to integrate ICT into the classroom environment, both as a teaching strategy and as a learning strategy, as part of the national curriculum. So as part of my studies, I'm here today to talk to fellow educators about the value and worth of ICT in the classroom environment, as both a part of professional development for me, myself, as an educator, and for fellow educators. Obviously, I have done quite a bit of research on this topic in order to be able to make this YouTube clip today, and I've found there are several major barriers to integrating ICT in the school context that seem to be consistently coming up as reasons why educators don't engage with it. And basically, those happen to be resources. There can be a limited amount of resources in a classroom, the institution body itself, the classroom and the school culture, the subject culture, if educators don't feel like they have the knowledge and support in order to teach a particular lesson given ICT tools. Fundamentally, one of the most significant things that I've come across in my research is the attitude and belief of the educators themselves. If they don't feel competent and capable in order to enable their students to learn, then they find that they avoid the whole thing altogether often. Another area is their knowledge and skills, and the children's knowledge and skills, and their assessment criteria and strategies. They're not sure often how to engage and inform their assessment tools and using ICT tools instead. As well as. So obviously there's quite a lot of research out there in the ethos, especially on the internet itself, that helps educators like myself as a pre-service educator learn how to develop my strategies and strengths and consider and reflect upon my attitude, so that when I go out on prac and when I am a teacher myself, then I'll be able to be more informed and be better able to meet the needs of my students. So research has also shown that there are several main strategies that can be put in place by school environments, and many of these are basically, a major one is having a collaborative vision and a technological plan within the school environment itself. That means all the educators, the families, the community, the children themselves have to be really invested in what they're wanting to learn. Educators have to be really open-minded about how they're going to manage to overcome the scarcity of resources. Obviously in public schools these days, money is pretty tight and there's not always a lot of spare cash to be investing in resources. However, there are a multitude of resources out there on the web that, given a little bit of ingenuity and networking with people, especially social communication sites, you can link with other educators and they can share their resources to help the educator to help the students. As I mentioned earlier, a very important issue is overcoming attitudinal and beliefs that might be negatively geared towards integrating ICT in the classroom. This is a really fundamental thing that educators must address, and ultimately you have to believe in yourself. I'm a prime example actually. I'm very naive when it comes to ICT, and I'll be quite honest, I was very intimidated by this assessment tool that I'm developing here, a resource, as well as having to go along with my university parameters and design and use a lot of these tools which I'm really very unfamiliar with. But take it from me, fellow educators, if I can do it, I know that you can do it as well. I won't lie to you, it's a tough curve, but it's very rewarding, and I'm feeling really great about it. So I know that if you're prepared to jump on in and give it a go, that you'll be fine as well. So that brings me to conducting professional development. It's a really vital thing, and I know in a busy classroom environment and the culture of the school, it's very hard to find additional time or energy at times to take on new skills. But it's very, very important as part of professional development as educators that we invest in ourselves so that we can invest in our students. And in doing so, you'll come up with some new strategies and ideas on reconsidering assessment worth in your classroom. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this little blurb, I just wanted to go through some of the barriers and some of the strategies that we can put in place as educators to help us help the children and the students in our class to get the most out of their learning experience. There'll be a few other short video clips that I would like you to engage with if you possibly can, and just play around with this as I have played around with the making of it. I'll put my hand up and say this is the first YouTube clip I've ever made. Actually, this is about edit 15, so whether this makes it to the cut or not is debatable, but it's been fun. I'm learning a lot. I learn a little bit more each time that I give it a go, and I think that's the key idea, is don't give up, just go with it and have some fun. And ask the kids seem to know a lot more than we do these days. Anyway, happy hunting, good luck, and enjoy. Okay, bye.